Hi.
Hi, good morning, Jordan. How are
Good
you?
morning. Good. I'm just grabbing something off the printer. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I'm a clinical associate professor, and I'm actually the director of this clinic. This is the Center for Counseling and Community Wellbeing, and I'm taking over as the program director for the doctoral program in counseling psychology. I really want to maintain the quality that we have. I think that we are a really social justice oriented program, and I really want us to remain true to our values and do the best training we can do, at the same time as training students to really give back to the community. And that's really what this clinic is about, and I want to make sure that we are training our students to really be advocates for the community. I have a master's in psychology and education from Teachers College, and I got my Ph.D. in clinical psychology from Columbia University. I guess it's the one. The one is the one I take all the time, and I lived in the West Village all through grad school and took the one train all the way up to Columbia for school, and I wrote my entire dissertation on the one train. I had my little laptop out, and on that commute is when I got all of my dissertation done. Favorite movie? I don't know. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and she's obsessed with Jurassic Park, so we rewatched the Jurassic Park movies a lot. I generally teach the psychological testing and assessment courses. So I do all the training in testing and assessment for our doctoral students, and I teach the adult testing course for the master's students as well. Sure. So I've been here for, I think, 6 or 7 years, and I was brought in to sort of set this place up. And we are a community-oriented clinic, so we don't really work with NYU students. We work with the larger community for people who can't afford quality services. So we offer very, very low fee counseling, drama therapy, psychological testing, neuropsychological testing, and I am the sort of administrator overseeing all of it. This one. This is one of my favorites. It's called Random Family. It's an ethnography about a group of people, sort of a large extended family in the Bronx, and it's fantastic. I decided to become an academic. I was in grad school and I was training to be a clinical psychologist, and some of my cohort mates were really going toward clinical work and really working individually with clients and with patients, and some others were going really research, and I thought academia was sort of a place in between. So I could get some of the satisfaction of helping individual people. I see all of the clients who come in here and all the impact that we can make on their lives. And I know research, technically, you make giant impact, but I didn't really want a career where I would publish articles that maybe someone would hopefully read and maybe they wouldn't have that much impact. So I think training students is really my passion, and this is what I get to do here, is really make sure that we are training our students to be really, really quality psychologists out in the world.
The next question was going to be, what's the best part about working in academia, but you kind of already answered that.
Absolutely, it's the students, it's the student training. No offense to my colleagues are fantastic as well, but really engaging with the students, seeing them grow and seeing all the people and the lives that they touch is really rewarding. Coffee shop. Dog, definitely. I have a dog at home. That is her portrait.
Is that her?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That is Waffle.
I love that.
Probably typically would be late night. I think my natural is late night, but since I had a kid, it's always early morning. Both. I think it's important to know what you know, and it's important to acknowledge that you don't know it all, and it's important to remain humble. Calendar. I'm proud of a few. I've written books, and the one I'm supposed to say is the Handbook of Psychological Assessment. That's the one that I'm supposed to be proudest of, but I actually just published an article about 2 years ago on, it's sort of a call to action for our field to be more deliberate in understanding the role of culture and context in people's problems, in people's suffering, and doing a better job of understanding that it's not always all inside people. We are often mismatched with the world around us, with a society that's problematic. And this was a paper, it was sort of a call to action to say we need to do better as a field. Oh, probably Waffle. She is the chillest dog you have ever met. She thinks she's a cat, except she wants to be like on your lap all the time. And she's me as an animal. Oh, I would probably want to be able to accomplish what I can accomplish. I just want to accomplish twice as much. I want 48 hours a day instead of 24. Is that a superpower? That's a tough one. The things that jump to my mind when you ask that are all the students that I am so proud of. I've been training students for way too many years at this point, and seeing them go on to train their own students and feeling kind of like a grand mentor, like a grandparent mentor, is probably what gets me the most tingly. Oh, I think it's important to understand what the field of psychology really is, and it really is a hybrid between sort of research and science and caring and art, that sort of empathy and caring and art side. And if you lean one way or the other, counseling psychology may not be for you. It really is, you need both of those. I think there are great therapists out there who are really on the empathy side and really on the warmth side, but they maybe don't need to be counseling psychologists. Maybe they don't need to get a PhD and do all of the science work. And then there are certainly some people who are leaning much more toward the science that maybe don't need the clinical side. So it's really understand yourself and understand that this field is really about that hybrid, that interaction.
So that's 21 questions. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks. That went quickly.
Yeah.